have read the title of today's video, then you know we're getting into an eyebrow tutorial. I'm excited, y'all. I have been putting this video off for the longest and I don't know why. There's no reason. I'm trying out some new eyebrow pencils today, so I'm really lit to get into it. If you are ready to see this eyebrow tutorial, without further ado, let's get into it, boo-boo. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Hold up. It's already bad enough I'm looking ratchet and I came on here with nothing on my lips. Sis, you weren't gonna say nothing? All right, whatever. I'm starting off with my Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder. Okay, I'm going in with the Morphe and Jeffree Star Collection brush. This is JS3. This is probably, come on baby, come on. I'm not trying to throw shade, but this is probably one of the only brushes aside from this one. Hold on. This one is JS4. So JS3 and JS4 are really the only two that I use from this collection. Why? Because this one is a really good setting powder brush. And this one is a really good highlight brush. So that's why I use these two. Other than that, I'm good. So let's get into it. I'm just gonna zoom in and y'all, do not talk about me, okay? Don't talk about me. I'm not playing. If y'all black, some of y'all grew up in a house where the Christmas tree stayed up to the end of January. I promise I'm gonna take it down this weekend, I promise. And since I'm really trying to get a good angle for y'all, we're gonna do this one on camera and this one will most likely be off camera. So I'm really lit because I just ran into a gym over this weekend. Like, I just saw this, picked it up and was like, I hope this is worth my money. These are the Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliners. I will post the price right there. So, hey, it's up to you. Now I'm just gonna start filling in. So I'm gonna just draw a line underneath. And the main goal when it comes to your brows is really just to fill in those areas where you need that that volume, where you need something there. So it's really not to just go in and go ham, you know, it's just to make sure that your brows look full. So again, I'm just drawing this. I'm just gonna start off by drawing this line under, and as you see, I started here because I don't want to instantly go in and just start drawing the line. I'm gonna blend that brow. So now take your spoolie and brush your brows downward lightly, because you don't want to smear because it is kind of, it's a little bit thick, but I like it. So then you're just gonna go right there above and do the same thing. Then again, I'm not going too far right here because I really want to focus on blending that area. So now I'm just gonna blush. I'm jumping ahead here. Brush the brow upward again. And as you see, I'm just putting that hair and making it do what I want it to do. That's what I'm saying. And then I'm just gonna look, where do I need that extra for right here for sure, because I'm just looking a little naked. And so now I'm just going to lightly start to shade where I want that brow to be right here. I'm not gonna go in really harshly. I'm just like drawing. And I'm just gonna take my spoolie and start to blend this right here. And of course, if you blend it and you feel like, I need just a little bit more, then just take your pencil and add some more there. Just fill in those areas where you feel like you want a little bit more umph. And when it comes to the front Just be light. If you do happen to get a really dark line, just blend it out. You're okay. Because remember, you do still have to conceal. And that's where a lot of the work really comes in. But look, I think I'm happy with that because I can conceal that and fix it how I want it to look. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do this other brow off camera and we'll be right back, okay? All right, look at this. I filled them in, but I want y'all to know, off top, I noticed some errors and I do want to point those out because that's what we're going to go after when we're concealing. Right here in the front, it's really low and a little bit harsh. And over here, this brow is a little bit sparse versus this one at the bottom. And they are both really thick right now, right? So they look scary, okay? And I know this. And so that's why when I go in and I conceal, we're gonna pull it together. So real quick, let's talk about what kind of brush you're using. There's two different kinds I like to use. This one is Morphe M432. So this is more like a box brush. It's really square, as you can see, and so it helps when it comes to getting a sharp edge of some sort. And so this brush is really, really helpful when it comes to getting that really, really clean conceal on the edge of your brow. But on the other hand, Morphe E19. This brush, I don't even know if this is supposed to be a concealer brush. I think this is a lip brush, but lately I've realized I like using this brush as a concealer brush. And so for me, it's a concealer brush. And that's another thing when it comes to makeup. Use your tools how you want to use them because they're yours. You pay for them. If something works for you, if I want to use a lip brush for a concealer brush, I can do that. Guess why? Because I paid for this. This is mine. So just remember that. Don't think that because a certain brush is made for a certain thing that that's what you have to use it for, okay? So with that being said, we're just gonna use both and I'm gonna show you how. So when it comes to concealing, my favorite concealer to use is my P. Louise base. Yes, 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 my P. Louise base. And this is Rumor 5. So if you're my skin tone, maybe just a tad bit darker, even if you're lighter than me, you can use this one. So if you listen to my ice maker. And so if you are somebody who's thinking about getting a P. Louise base and you don't know what color, this is a good one to start with. And so just so y'all know, I'm putting this on my Morphe tray because that's what I use when I do makeup. I try to keep it really clean because it can get bad. So with that being said, let's start. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on this brush and we're gonna just start to slowly conceal. And so what I'm gonna do is start in the middle and work my way toward the tail, and then we work on the front. And I do both underneath, so I go back and forth and then I go over on each one. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna do one and then I'll do the other one off camera, like mentioned before. Let's get it. So as y'all can see, this is a really, really, really good brush because it lets you get precision and really, really, really wipe down those areas that you want to be gone, essentially. So because I'm using this one and then the other one, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the front of my brow, and then we'll come back and do the tail. So yeah, that's that. Now let's use this brush. Let me show you how this brush can be effective. So I just put a little bit of that on here too, and I'm just gonna go in like this. and boom. That's why I like using this brush as well. So either one can be effective. You can also use a brush like this, because this brush I think is like a drugstore brush. So there are several kinds of brushes that you can use. Don't get discouraged by seeing people use all these expensive products and all that. So you can go pick up whatever you want to pick up, and if it works for you, it works for you. And now, so what I'm gonna do is blend this concealer out, because I'm then gonna go over my brow. So I'm just gonna take this brush, and I think this might be a drugstore brush too. So let's go. All right, so that's pretty much blended. I do want to say, if you do happen to mess up, don't get frustrated, don't get discouraged. Just take your pencil or whatever you're using and just go back and fill it in. And if you overfill, then just go back and conceal. Overfill, then go back and conceal. Overfill, then go back and conceal. Hey, I just made a song, y'all. All right, so like I said, usually I will go back and forth and just make sure I'm getting that symmetry with each brow. But since I'm doing this video, I'm just gonna do this side and then do this one. So now I'm gonna go in with my other P. Louise base. This one is Rumor 7. And it's a little bit closer to my skin tone. And this is why I use that one to go over the brow. And so for the purpose of going over the, and when I go over the brow, I like to use this brush. And that's why it's just like, dang, this is really a hidden gem, because I have just like fallen in love with it. So yeah, that can happen in so many areas of life. You just like find some things and you're just like, oh my God, bro, where have you been in my life? But okay, let's do it. All right, and so now again, I'm just gonna take, well, this time I'm gonna use a different brush. I'm gonna use a different brush. So this is the Morphe M173 brush. And this is also a good brush if you like to use it to like put your powder and stuff, your baking powder, but I like to use it for blending and also concealing under the eye. Blend, 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 because that's what you're going to be doing this entire time, just blending. So just make sure you're always blending, 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 blending. So now you can see the before and the after. That was it for me. Like that's how I do my brows. That's how I do my brows. And so it's pretty simple, straightforward. It's just that easy. It really just takes focus, precision, and perseverance. You just gotta, if you mess up, fix it. If you wanna start over, wipe it off. If you go too harsh with, just start over. Like, it probably will take you extra 5 minutes, but you want your stuff to be right, so just do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and do the rest of my face. I'm gonna bless y'all with a full face video real soon. Just know it's coming, it's coming. But right now, I don't have a lot of time. This is really just like a quick eyebrow tutorial. I would do a get ready with me, but I don't even have time for y'all to get ready with me. Like, I don't, I'm late. So I'm just gonna go get it together, and I'm gonna see y'all after. I'm gonna see y'all, okay? All right, y'all, so look, that's it, that's it. It's that simple. It's that simple, sis. It's that simple. As you can see, we were successful. Follow me on all my social media. Hit that notification bell so that you can get a notification when I post and upload. Also, visit my website, www.untitled madebymac.com, okay? Because that's where you can book your appointments online and see all of my video projects. Yeah, that's just that on that. Bye, family. I love y'all.